Okay, there we go. Alright, stream has started, and so far it's been around before the grass that was, growing before because I added some, like some of the layers of grass right here on the cliffside. Yeah, it's spreading to the dirt over here, so we gotta hurry. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, I gotta finish the outline. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Some here. So far, this is what I have done. And then all I need to do now is finish the beach outline. And we can add the jungle and the rest of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do mountain, but no. Yeah, see the grass is already spreading around. So here's what that means. What's that point? This is where the beach gets very skinny. I already have the outline for that. So that. That. And there's that part of the outline finished. And that side is already done. Okay. So now I just have to fill in these blank spots. Yeah, now I just have to fill in the blank spots. Yeah, what I have to do now is fill in the blank areas. That's trippy. This has to happen now. Sometimes this will happen, but it's okay. All I gotta do is release that, and we're back. Okay. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes because the connection apparently between the PS4 and the computer is slightly unstable, but yeah, I'm working with what I got, so what can I say? It's okay. Nothing I can't fix. So, it's nothing I can't fix, therefore it's not that big of a deal. There. Right. So. connecting, that's why. Give me just a moment. Give me another moment, guys. There we go. I don't like how it happens, but it happens, so as far as I can, as far as I researched, as far as I know, there's no way of fixing it, basically. And fixing it. There's no way of fixing it, so kind of sucks, but that's what I have to deal with, and that's okay. Mm. So, I should be doing it totally. This. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go by a little faster now. Okay. Alright, there we go. And there's another one stretch right now. This one stretch. This one stretch. That one stretch. Stretch. One stretch. And that's pretty much the whole thing done. Right here and over there. Okay. I'm almost done with the beginning of this island. Really, not the beginning of this island. The ending of the beach. Almost done with the entirety of the beach. And I'll do the details after I get the island done, so this way I can do the details at the same time, make them different from each other rather than doing them the exact same. So, don't like how that happens. But there we go. Back just like that. Apparently I finished that square. It didn't look like I finished it earlier. And I might just have to end up doing this on the PlayStation itself. The only downside to that is I won't have both Twitch and YouTube going. I'll only have YouTube or Twitch going. Rather only be able to have one or the other. But I like having both, so that's the way I have to do it. Alright, there's the beach done. Or the beach outline. Yeah, there's the beach outline done. Now I have to do the grass outline. Okay, the terrain. I just put grass down, right now, and off camera I'll add in some layers, to make it not so flat, if you know what I mean. Sorry, my hair is getting in the way. There's that. And grass on grass. Hilarious. That'll be a section to do. And then, so I like doing my sections in like a grid sort of pattern, so actually that's where has to start about right here. That'll be a section. This one as well will be a section. There we go. That'll be a smaller section. And then let's finish up this section. Here we go. So we have to get the bigger section out of the way. And then we can move on to the smaller sections. Because if we get the bigger ones out of the way first, rather than this big one, then we can actually do the smaller ones and have it go by faster. Unless, of course, there were so many smaller ones, then I would say let's work on the small ones. But because there's like a one huge one that takes over the smaller ones, I have to work on the bigger section first. Done with this bigger section. Still can't believe that grass is trying to grow. Well, I can. It's hilarious how this game does that, I think. And hilarious how this game does that. It's like real life anyway, but much faster. This bigger section. There we go. The big section is done. Let's move on to the second biggest section. And so on and so forth. In fact, this section is... Nope. This one's bigger because it's... Thankfully, there's only one little line that I accidentally put. So technically, this section is part of this section. I just accidentally put a line right there. So, work on this section and work on the one next to it. And once I'm done with these, we can see how the entire island looks. The flat top, I still have to do some terrain stuff offline, or not offline, but off camera, in order to completely finish it, basically. So, yeah, let's get this back on. There we go. Much better. Still don't like how that has to happen. But it has to happen. There's no way, as far as I can tell, of fixing it. Except for what I'm already doing. Rather, what I've been doing. So, yeah. It sucks, but that's okay. If anything, I'll just have to do, one stream edit, not like on YouTube or Twitch. I'll have to do it, I'll have to go back to doing it on Twitch and then, uploading that to YouTube. So, yeah, I might have to end up doing that. Sorry, guys. If anything, I can just do the writing stuff, you know. I can just do the, like the writing the book on multi-stream, like on 2 different streams. But this we'll have to do on one stream, and then I can upload it later. So, it sucks, but hey, if it happens, it happens. So. Yeah, that's that section done. Let's do the section next to it. Area. This uneven area. This uneven area. Almost done. Almost done. Let's get this row. And start the opposite way, doing the same thing. Doing something rather. Actually, let's put this uneven row. Don't move. Yeah. I'm gonna start from this end and we'll go to the right. Go right, left, left, right, left, to the right, then to the left, then back to the right, and so on and so forth until I am done. And that's those sections done. Now we'll have to work on this one. And work on that one. So close to being done though, that's for sure. I hate this. I really do. I don't hate this, I just hate how it doesn't like me. It just doesn't let me build in peace, Just has to disconnect a good number of times. It's like, oh, we'll disconnect you for good measure. Stop doing it, you know what I mean? Alright. Yeah, I'll have to end up streaming on one platform at a time, sadly. And then, on Twitch. And then I'll upload it to YouTube for those of you on YouTube. It really does suck that I have to do it that way, but I will. So let me just finish these 2 sections. Show you all the what it looks like when it's completed. Then I can and then I'll get off the stream. Yeah, then I'll get off this stream. This stream will end then. Sadly. Either way though, this stream will end after I'm done showing you this finished product. Rather the finished island. The island as a whole. Without, like extra, so it'll be flat. Island will be flat. on the other hand, it'll be basically complete minus, the leveled up terrain. It'll just be flat right now. Or the terrain, the jungle terrain will be flat for right now. But it will still be filled in. It'll basically just be filled in. There, there. Uneven edges. Fill in first, of course. This is the last section, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get this section filled in. And the stream will end for the day. I will go back on next week, not on Monday, that's only once a year, or once or twice a year. But Tuesday, I will be on, or back on the stream. It'll only be on Twitch though, so go follow me on Twitch. As I will have to upload it to YouTube after I'm done streaming on Twitch. So that's how it'll have to work thanks to this PlayStation acting up. Yeah. If I'm not live next week, it's because I'm having technical difficulties, as I might be having technical difficulties next week. Nonetheless, I will try my best to get back on stream next week. If I'm not, then you all know. If I'm not, then you'll know why I'm on stream. Either way, the island is finished. Just take a quick look around. At the cliffside, which I'll have to make more into a cliff when I live the terrain. On this side, mind you, there will be water at a specific level that I showed last few streams. There we are. That's the entire island. That's that entire island basically finished. If you all enjoyed that, then join me next week or the next time I'm streaming. As that'll be all for this stream. Thank you all joining. Those of you who did. Either way, anyway. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. See you in the next one.